I felt my phone vibrate at 2:17 p.m., a message that didn't belong to me, a name I didn't recognize, a sentence I wasn't meant to read, a mistake she didn't think she'd ever make. He's leaving early today. Grab the files from his desk before he gets home. Files? My desk? Before I get home? My breath didn't quicken, my heartbeat didn't stumble, my world didn't collapse. It paused, just long enough to feel something inside me shift, like a quiet hinge turning on a door I didn't even know existed. I stared at the message for a full minute, not moving, not thinking, just listening to the silence inside me turn cold. I typed nothing back. I asked nothing. I simply set the phone down, stood up, and walked to the car as if I'd done it 1,000 times. But the truth was simple. Someone was in my home, and she sent him. I drove without hearing the engine, without feeling the road. My mind replayed the last week, her late nights, her sudden urgent deadlines, her tired smile, her soft apologies that never quite reached her eyes. I didn't want to jump to conclusions. I wanted facts, and facts were waiting for me. When I pushed the front door open, the air felt wrong, moved, disturbed, rearranged by hands that didn't belong here. I walked down the hallway toward my office. The door was half open. A shadow moved inside. Then another. When I stepped in, I saw him. Her work husband. The man she swore was only a joke, harmless, like a brother. He wasn't laughing now. He was bent over my desk drawers, phone in one hand, guilt in his posture. When he heard me behind him, he jerked upright so fast the drawer slammed shut. She sent me for the files," he stuttered. "I know," I said. I stepped aside. His brows knit together, confused. Then he froze, because the man sitting in my chair turned around, and the work husband's smirk vanished. His phone slipped from his hand and clattered against the floor. His voice shrank to a whisper. "Sir, what are you doing here?" I didn't answer. My eyes stayed on him, but my mind replayed the last month with perfect clarity. The calls she took outside, the messages she deleted, the perfume she didn't wear for me anymore, the stories that changed depending on when I asked, the small kindnesses replaced by forced smiles. I didn't accuse, I observed. I watched her patterns shift like a chessboard turning itself. I tested her loyalty the same way I tested my own patience, with precision. I checked her phone records, then backed away before suspicion could be detected. I watched her leave earlier, come home later, speak softer, yet feel further. I traced every lie she sprinkled through our days like breadcrumbs leading nowhere. I didn't chase them, I simply waited. Until the moment she made the mistake that tied everything together. The message I wasn't supposed to see. The files she wanted stolen. The man she sent into my home. And so I sat in my chair, calm, silent, waiting for him to come face to face with the truth neither of them expected me to find this quickly. He swallowed hard. She didn't tell me you were coming back." "She didn't know," I replied. My tone was even, controlled, almost gentle, the kind of calm that people fear. He shifted backward, as if the air itself had weight. "Listen, man, it's not what you think. I know exactly what it is." He shut his mouth. I leaned forward, elbows on the desk, my desk, studying him like a specimen. "She told you I never check this room during work hours," I said. "She told you I trust her, that I don't question her, that I'd never walk in unannounced." His silence confirmed everything. I continued, voice still steady. "She also told you I keep certain documents here, ones worth finding." He blinked, throat dry. "Sir, I swear I didn't touch anything I wasn't told to." A short, humorless smile touched my lips. I know. He didn't understand. Not yet. I pulled out my phone, tapped once, and held it up so he could see the live feed. Hidden cameras. Every drawer he opened, every text she sent him, every plan they whispered. The color drained from his face. And then I heard her footsteps in the hallway. Fast, panicked. She must have realized he wasn't responding. She burst into the doorway, breath caught halfway between shock and terror. Her eyes jumped from him, to me, to the screen in my hand. Her voice trembled. Why didn't you tell me you were coming home?" "I didn't know I had to," I replied softly. She stepped forward, reaching out. "I can explain." "I'm not asking for explanations." My calm hit her harder than anger ever could. She collapsed into silence. I stood, walked past them both without touching a thing. At the doorway, I paused for one final truth. "You didn't just betray me," I said. "You underestimated me." Her breath hitched. His eyes stayed glued to the floor. I looked at them the way you look at strangers whose names you'll forget by tomorrow. "Both of you, get out." No yelling, no threats, no emotion. Just a verdict. They left in silence, her wiping tears that no longer mattered, him stumbling behind her, stripped of the arrogance he'd entered with. When the door shut behind them, I stood in the empty room and felt nothing. No heartbreak, no rage. Just clarity. Some truths don't break you. They free you. I walked to my desk, closed every drawer he opened, and straightened the chair. And with a breath that felt like the first I'd taken in months, I whispered to the room, "I'm done." A quiet sentence, a final one, and I didn't look back.